It's the Chicago White Sox and the Detroit Tigers. Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. The cameras are out for this one, partner. Home openers are unique and always bring a special type of energy to the ballpark.
Today is a celebration. It is the beginning of a new year, and there's no other game like this one on the schedule. It's the first time playing inside your home stadium with your brand new teammates, and you know the fans are going to bring the energy. The excitement is already building in here.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about to get started, and today's starting pitcher, Jack Flaherty.
Well, you guys coming off a season where fell short of 200 strikeouts, which is kind of the ultimate for pitchers to get to that level. And it just tells you how nasty his stuff is, but it also leaves a little bit on the table for him to come out this season and make sure that he gets over that number so that he can go into the offseason feeling like I'm in a pretty special group. Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
Andrew Vaughn now. Swinging a foul straight back.
What is this repertoire? One single slider, knuckle third, change the single. Ooh,
and foul ball. Broken bat, rolling to first. Bare hand grab, and they tag him out. Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustments. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
One out, the runner at second here in game one of this three-game set. A swing by Benintendi, driven deep to right.
Is that number 5? Is that number 5? Yes, number 5.
Out of here.
He on fire. He on fire.
A two-run homer. Home run number 5 on the season. It's 2-0.
You balling.
With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
That might be gone. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yes. Yes.
Smooth afternoon.
What's up, Trey?
They do it again. Back-to-back homers.
Yes.
His second of the year, and they add a run.
Yes.
It's 3-0.
Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
J.D. Martinez, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike one. Swings through that.
Chase that.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Still only 1 out here in the inning. Good job to fight that one off. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that'll fall for a base hit. Around first, heading for 2. Throws to second, and he pulls in with a double for his first hit of the year.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. You can't do much better than that on a pitch that far outside of the strike zone. Got him to chase on the 2-strike count, but he wasn't fooled. He hit that ball really well.
Here's Josh Rojas. Ripped on a line, and there's a hit. Into third now, so runners at the corners and 1 out. 2 on, 1 out. Brooks Baldwin steps to the plate for the White Sox. Foul ball there. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Popped up left side. Ibanez.
Fall. Damn.
He makes
the
the
catch.
bunch.
I should have
and there's
bunted.
2 down.
I should have bunted.
Here's Mike Tauchman. Yeah, that's fouled off. Now the 0-1. Got the back going too soon. It's strike 2. Runners on first and third. 2 away. It's softly on the ground left side. Off balance throw in time. That ends the inning.
Are you serious?
And they limit the damage. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 3-0. Back here in Detroit, getting the start for the Chicago White Sox, number 64.
There's always a bit of a learning curve for rookie pitchers. You've got to get familiar with these big league hitters, and it's more of a chess match. But I think this kid's got good stuff and the potential to be great.
The shortstop takes the ball.
They're off to a great start, 3-run lead after their first inning, but so important to be airtight defensively. Don't give away extra outs and allow that other club to get back in this ballgame.
And it drops in. And the leadoff man aboard.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
Yeah, I love that.
Next pitch is downstairs. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Get him.
Struck him out swinging. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Next offering is down low. 1 ball, 1 strike.
1-1.
Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Hauls it in, 2 away.
Then I can in control of my center fielder. That was wild.
Kerry Carpenter now at the plate. And a fastball in there for a strike at 91. McKinstry off of first with 2 away. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
Oh, he all over that fastball. He all over that. Yeah, you can tell him to get him back to the slider.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Got his ass. Get him.
Out. And that ends the inning.
Got him.
Leave 1. They trail in this one 3-0. Top of the second, and here's the rookie catcher, Edgar Caro. Flaherty back to work. Flaherty, a 6'4" righty, 29 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2014. Saying he wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff in the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
Popped up. Ibanez under it. And he makes the catch. And there's one away. Back to the top of the lineup. Now it's the second baseman, Lenny Sosa. And he swings through that one.
Filling up the strike zone hasn't been the problem so far. It's the quality of the strikes. That's been the real issue. And you look at the first inning, that's what we saw. Too many pitches out over the plate.
Oh. Oh.
One down, base is empty. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Oh!
And that one hammered.
Go, 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 go. Yes! Yes!
Gone.
Yes!
So he goes the opposite way with that one. His first homer of the year, and they add to their lead.
Yes.
It's 4-0.
That's
their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot.
2 outs, nobody on. Benintendi up here. That misses the zone, and that is ball 1. Swings and blasts one to left center.
He put wood. Oh!
That one hops
He
against
put
the
wood on that.
fence.
He put wood on that.
And he's in at second with a 2-out double.
He is on fire.
Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Tap foul at the plate. And that one hit to first, and it stays fair. Here comes Benintendi around third.
Yes.
He will score, and it's an RBI single, and the lead is up to 5.
Yes.
Here's J.D. Martinez. Doubled his first time. Robert on the go. Swing and a miss. Saves it second, and he easily steals the bag.
Clearly not content with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead in today's game, and now they've got a good chance of adding on.
Torres. The throw to first, and Martinez is out.
No walks.
Back here in Detroit.
Jay, who are you playing, the Detroit Tiger?
Yes, I'm the.
They certainly built up some confidence
Whitesox,
last year.
Brandon.
Yeah, kind of a surprise, snapping a 7-year streak of losing seasons. That'll do it for a fan base.
So will it taste the postseason baseball for the first time in over a decade.
Yeah, things are looking up for this Tigers franchise. Plus, they didn't just reach the postseason. They won a series, which is an important step in a team's development. I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Green stands at second with no outs.
Got him.
Through that one, it's a strikeout.
Got him.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Just outside. It's a ball and 2 strikes. That one just misses.
So as a pitcher, when you make a big pitch down around the knees and don't get the call, it'll eat at you out there. So some handle it a little bit better than others. And right here, clearly letting the ump hear it a little bit.
Colt Keith up now for the Tigers. That one close, ruled a ball. Ball 1.
1-0.
Next offering is fouled back. Righty delivers.
Nasty.
Fades There's
him.
another,
Gas.
and that's 3 straight
Get him with the gas. Get him
strikeouts.
with the
One
gas.
left for Detroit. Still
Let's get some more rounds.
back at Comerica Park. Here's the third baseman, Josh Rojas.
Oh,
Drilled out towards left center field.
they
That's
are
well
hitting
struck.
today.
This one could be
They
trouble.
hit today. They
Now
hit
he'll turn
today.
for second.
They hit
In
today.
safely.
Yes.
It's a double and his second hit.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. I love the approach he had right there with that.
We knocked Jack Flaherty out.
Matt Manning gets handed the rock out of the pen.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss.
0-2.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. And they're at the corners with nobody out.
Yes, yes.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. And now the right fielder, Mike Tauchman. He's 0 for 1. Now a bunt towards third. Ibanez sends it to first.
It worked. It worked.
That's out
It
number
worked.
1.
Yes.
And a run comes in to score.
Yes. Perfect bunt. Perfect.
Well, the safety squeeze can be tough to defend, especially with a good runner at third. You can't risk trying to be overly aggressive and make a play at the plate and give up that easy out at first.
Runner takes off. Hit weakly on the ground towards second.
Get my hit and run.
Over to first, and 2 away now. Here's the second baseman, Lenny Sosa. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2.
Yeah.
In the dirt, but kept close.
Zero balls, 1
no
strike.
advance. Good job behind the dish.
Damn.
And he hits a ground
That's
ball
foul.
right side, and that's just foul. And
Damn,
a
he
swing
got-
and a miss. Down on strikes, inning over, and it could have been worse. So they pick up. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a tough series offensively, and a look at those numbers. On the ground right side, and it goes just foul.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
Back to the top of the Detroit order. Now it's the shortstop, Zach McKinstry. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. On the ground right side. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the third. Veerling in the box with 2 gone. And takes a look at a called strike. Next pitch
that's down.
downstairs.
Ball.
And 1-1. In for a strike. Good slider. Got him swinging.
Yes. Yes.
Down
I
in
have
order
to
go the
take my-
Tigers. They still find
my
themselves
arthritis in
down
my shoulder.
6-0.
I take my medicine for my arthritis in my shoulder. Arthritis is killing me in my left shoulder. Damn. My arthritis is kicking my ass. My left shoulder. Arthritis is killing me.
And we're back. Now the number 2 hitter, Andrew Vaughn.
Oh,
Line drive,
he
base
on
hit.
fire.
Man aboard on the leadoff single.
That play looks routine defensively, but with all of the little nooks, it can get real tricky down in the corner. Kept it to a long single. Nice defensive play.
Benintendi to the plate.
He balling. He balling. He balling.
And it's into the gap.
He balling.
Coming home.
He is balling.
He'll score.
Balling.
Back-to-back base hits. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Luis Robert now. And
Hey,
there's
why
the
can I
strike.
chase
You
that?
know, these White Sox really producing with runners on. It's been a right place, right time kind of game for them. They put a bunch of runs on the board, thanks in large part to 4 hits with runners in scoring position.
Runner at second, nobody out. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. In time. And the drop third strike leads to the first out. And the runner stays where he is. Now it's J.D. Martinez. 1 for 2. No balls and a strike to J.D.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
That's towards center.
Damn.
As this one sized up, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's 2 away. Josh Rojas steps to the plate for the White Sox. Swings through that one for strike 1.
No balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a ball lined out towards center, and a base hit right there.
Yes. Yes.
The throw's offline. He's safe. It's 8-0.
Yes.
Man at first, and now the shortstop, Brooks Baldwin. The shortstop takes the ball. On the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 2 runs. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
All right, Singy, you've tightened up the hairdo, but back when you played, how valuable was it to have a barber in the clubhouse?
Well, Boog, I'm going to say invaluable. That's how valuable that it was, because I was the barber. Yes, I was the team barber, man. I'd be cutting hair 7:05 game. I'd be finishing cutting someone's hair at 6:45.
Whoa.
And I'd ask these guys, you're making millions of dollars. Why can't you go to a stylist and get your hair done? You're coming to the clubhouse pressuring me to cut your hair before a game.
That's in there. Strike 1. Would they pay you?
No, absolutely not. Not even a meal on the road. So I think it's great now that most of these teams have professional barbers that come in and make them look fresh before the games.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Scale of 1 to 10. How good a barber were you?
For a non-professional, I'd say I was probably a 7. But if I was comparing to professionals, I'd be like a 3.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Strikes him out for the second time today.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. He's looking very much on his game in the early parts of this one, Boog. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so he's got a good pace going, no doubt. And now it's even up.
I'll never forget the time that I cut Jose Canseco's hair. He had a pretty big melon, Boog. And
big dome?
It took a while.
Yeah.
There's a little pressure there, too, because he had a big date that night, and he wanted me to make sure that everything looked good.
Wow.
Yeah. He's a big guy, too. I didn't want him to hurt me.
Yeah, he's large. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that.
Whitesox got good.
We go to the top of the 5th at the plate. Mike Tauchman. Manning back to work.
Oh!
Hammered, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Everybody hit. That's crazy.
And here's the catcher, Edgar Caro. 0 for 2 in this one. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock.
Wow.
Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Lenny Sosa steps to the plate for the White Sox. 1 for 3. In the air on the infield. And the infield fly is called. And here's the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn.
Now batting, the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn.
And one hit to right. Carpenter under it. And there's 2 down. Andrew Benintendi up to the plate. 3 for 3 with a homer and 2 doubles. And first offering is fouled off.
A defensive swing right there. Some cheese on the inside part of the plate. Bet the hands are still stinging after that one.
There's a swing and
he on fire! Oh my God, he on fire, dude.
bases.
He is on fire.
One run across, coming home.
He is fucking fire.
He'll score.
He
2
on fucking
runs are
fire.
in, and his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time,
He
but
is
all
on
he's
fire.
doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to
is
get
killing.
started around this guy.
Wow, he is fire.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. The left-hander on now, Brant Herter.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
And now it's Luis Robert.
Oh my God! Yes!
And it hits the fence. Runner
Yes.
from second scores as they
I thought
add
that
on.
was gone.
Safe
I thought
at
that was
second with
gone.
a double.
I thought that was
Third
gone.
hit for him this
We'll
afternoon.
Take that, though. We'll take that. They on
Man
fire.
in scoring position with 2 away.
Yeah,
Now
fire.
J.D. Martinez at the plate.
They on fire.
That
Damn,
first
he's
offering
early.
is fouled off. Runner at second, 2 down. And we're at the top of the 5th.
Damn.
Ripped to short. They limit the damage here. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson. There's a strike. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
2 strikes.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Wow.
Rogers
Out in front.
now in the box. Comes up empty with a
0-1.
swing there.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
Going to count 1-2.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
And they'll do it again. Outside.
2-2.
Yeah.
Look at 4 strikeouts in a row.
He is
Just
stealing.
cruising
He is
along.
stealing.
Now at 10
He
Ks
got
with
10
still a
Ks.
few innings
Wow.
left, so expect him to add on to that total. And you know, pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent
ball.
work. The way it looks now, I mean, he's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff working on the mound in this one.
Ground
That's
ball
foul.
right side and foul ball. 2 outs, base is empty. Next pitch
Ball.
misses and a count 2-1. And downstairs.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this
3-1.
all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
Foul ball.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
On the ground, out to short. Whips it to first on the run.
Got him.
What a play. Inning
Yes.
over.
Yeah.
All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Now the third baseman, Josh Rojas. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these White Sox doing a good job at the plate with runners on base, and that can be a key difference maker in the game. They've been good in those high pressure moments, and they've come through with 7 hits with runners in scoring position. That's pretty awesome.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Brooks Baldwin steps to the plate for the White Sox. And a foul ball. 1 out, base is empty. He swings and fouls one off. 0-2 now. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
No, that pitch wasn't even close to being a strike, and that just goes to show you how defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just hoping for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you can get the bat to, but right there he was clearly anxious. He was swinging when the ball left the hand.
Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side. Back here in Detroit, bottom of the 6th. Here's the third baseman, Andy Ibanez. In there at the knees. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. That's off the mark. Now 1-2.
Ball, that's high.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Cut on and miss, struck him out. It is 11th strikeout, and this one really racking up the whips. Here's the shortstop at the play, Zach McKinstry. Check swing, and he went. Strike 1.
0-1.
Late swing, foul to the left. The White Sox up big in this one here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a ground ball up the middle into the outfield, base hit. One gone, runner at first. Matt Vierling up now for the Tigers. That's hard hit on the line. Hauls it in for the out, and there's 2 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Comes up empty.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Stays alive. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 2 outs. Fouls it off, still 1-2. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he's up to 12 strikeouts on the day. Tigers leave one. They trail in this one 11. Back at
Do this job.
America Park. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the catcher, Edgar Caro. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt.
Okay, swing now. He had his mind made up. As soon as that ball left the hand of the pitcher, he was going to swing at it.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Stepping in, the White Sox leadoff man, Lenny Sosa.
Oh!
And a rope into center field, base hit. So a man at first. Andrew Vaughn steps to the plate for the White Sox. He's already homered here in this one. Ground ball left side, could be two. Touches the bag for one. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. No runs, one hit, no errors. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. Steven Wilson.
And he's had 3 days off since he pitched last, so expect him to be totally rested. I'm sure he's itching for this opportunity right now.
Swing and a miss. And that is strike one.
It's 0-1.
There's the strike at the knees.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you'd love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Here's Riley Green. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one.
No balls. One
the
strike.
Tigers with a lot of ground to make up. Here at the bottom of the seventh. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Got him.
And misses. It's a strikeout.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Next offering is in the dirt. Swings through that one for strike two.
1 and 2's the count.
Chase.
Outside. Ball two.
Got
him looking for
nasty,
the K.
nasty,
And he
nasty,
strikes out the side in the
that was
seventh.
nasty as fuck. Damn, that was nasty. That was nasty. That sweeper in. That was nasty.
Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Come on, Drew. Ball for ball. Ball.
Herder back to work. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Oh.
On the ground.
Yeah.
Throw on to Torkelson. One up, one down. So here's Robert now.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
First pitch misses. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top of the eighth.
Oh.
Well struck.
Let's
right
go.
field.
Let's go.
That's back there.
Let's go. Yes, we on fire. We on fire. We on fire.
Another homer. His second home
Wow.
run of the game,
We on
and
fire.
they tack on to their
We on
lead.
fire.
It's 12-0.
We on fire,
That's their
Jack.
fourth home run of the
The
game.
worst team
They
in
can't
baseball.
stop,
I
and
am
they
going to win
won't
the
stop
World
hitting
Series
home runs in
sports.
this one, Boog. They're clearly
Wow.
feeding off of each other at the dish. There was a fastball down the middle. I don't think the hitter recognized the pitch, but once he did, was quick enough to get it in play with some authority. He got that up and out of here.
And first offering is fouled off.
Ooh.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center
Ooh.
field.
Go, 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 go.
Stretches
Damn.
out and hauls it in.
Ooh.
2 down, bases
Oh,
empty.
Josh.
Now the third baseman, Josh Rojas. That one is hammered right field.
Let's go.
That's going
Let's
back.
go.
Back some more. And
Yes,
that is
yes,
gone.
yes, yes. We on fire.
He sends it out
We
of
on
here.
fire, baby.
It's their second home run of the inning, and they
Wow.
add to the lead.
Wow.
It's 13-0.
We on fire,
That's
baby.
their 5th homer
Yes.
of the game.
We
Man,
on
they're all
fire.
getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home
We
run
on
derby
fire.
up here.
That shit
A good
crazy.
hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be.
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Tyler Holton.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Vierland brings it in for the third out. And now the catcher comes up to him, Jake Rogers. That's in there. That's strike one. Wilson, 30 years old now, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2018.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Get him.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. And the batter now, Colt Keith. That's in for a strike. The White Sox up big in this one here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Way upstairs,
1 ball, 2 strikes.
and that's ball 1.
Get him.
Another one.
Yes.
That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Wow.
Well, right now
Dealing.
he's in cruise control,
Dealing.
autopilot, just dominating these hitters. I mean, it doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up.
ball.
That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in
1-0.
play.
And that one wrapped foul.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
Fights it off. He'll see another. 2 down, nobody on.
Get him.
Strike 3,
Got
and
him.
now 6 strikeouts in a row. Tigers are shut down there. Still looking up at a 13-0 score. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. And first offering is fouled off. Line drive, and this might be trouble. And that's going to get into the corner. Makes the turn and heads for second. And it's a leadoff double as they look to keep pulling away. Edgar Caro steps to the plate for the White Sox. Check swing on the first pitch. Appeal down to first. And yes, he did. That's a swing, according to Kenny Jansen. No outs. Runner on second. Rips that one center field. Vierland right there to make the grab. 1 down. And now here is Lenin Sosa. This to third. Ibanez whips it across, and now 2 gone. Andrew Vaughn steps to the plate for the White Sox. He's already homered in this game. And first offering is fouled off. Man on second, 2 down. And there's a foul ball. Tap back up the middle. McKinstry tosses to first, and that's the 3rd out. So 1 left for the White Sox, but they still hold a commanding 13-0 lead. And we're back, all set for the bottom of the 9th. Now it's going to be Zach McKinstry. And the 1-0. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. And Benintendi able to make the grab. And there's 1 down. And now the center fielder, Matt Vierling. Had a strike in there. The Tigers with a lot of ground to make up here in the last half of inning number 9.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Ball 1 there.
1-2.
And that
2-2.
skips in the dirt. Up and in, and that's ball 3. Cut on and lifted in the air. Tachman on his way over, and there's 2 away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup. 2 down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the 9th inning.
Got him. Game over.
That's the ball game.
Shut him out.
That's how you check a box to start your career, Boo. First MLB win in your first MLB start. Congratulations to him on a major milestone.
Final score in this one, 13-0. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
They was crazy. Dang. White Sox 46 at bats, 21 hits. Oh God, 13 runs, no walks, 3 home runs. Yeah. 5 home runs. 5 home runs. Benintendi was crazy. And he had 5 RBIs. That's crazy. That's crazy. He had 19K. Oh my God, with 2 pitches. That is wild. That is fucking wild. Detroit had 30 at bats, 3 hits, 19. They struck out 19 times. That's crazy. They used 4 pitches. All of them gave up runs except the last one. That shit crazy. That is wild. That is fucking wild.